Hello, welcome you all. Today we'll go through Plato's famous Allegory of the Cave, written around 380 BC, is one of the most important and influential philosophical importance book. It vividly illustrates the concept of idealism and how different orientations toward the world relate to the truth. Actually, we all should know perception is the lens through which we view reality. What we perceive is what we believe. Once upon a time, in a distant and mysterious land, there lay a deep and mysterious cave known far and wide as the Cave of Illusions. It was a place where the boundaries between reality and perception blurred and danced, where the very nature of understanding was put to the test. One fateful day, a curious philosopher by the name of Alric decided to embark on a daring expedition into the heart of the cave. Armed with his trusty torch to light the way and a notebook to document his findings, he stepped into the profound darkness. As he ventured deeper into the cave's depths, the world around him began to twist and turn, and reality itself seemed to shift. Shadows swirled and danced on the walls, and eerie echoes filled the air, making every step a strange experience. The further Alric went, the more unusual and mystifying the caves became. However, amidst the perplexing illusions, Alric stumbled upon a group of people who had made the cave their home for many years. These unfortunate souls were bound to the cave's walls, their faces fixed towards the blank stone wall, unable to turn their heads. Behind them, a blazing fire flickered and cast shadows on the wall in front of them. For these people, the cave was the only world they had ever known. Since birth, they had gazed upon the ever changing shapes and forms that danced upon the cave wall. To them, these shadows were absolute truth, and they had spent their lives interpreting and discussing the mysterious images. Alric was deeply moved by the sight of these prisoners, trapped in their limited reality. He recognized that the shadow on the walls were mere illusion of the objects existing outside the cave. He determined to help them see the truth. He approached the prisoners and began to tell them about the outside world. He spoke of the sun, the lush trees, and the grand mountains that existed beyond the cave's confines. At first, the prisoners couldn't grasp the meaning of his words. Their minds were so accustomed to the cave's illusions that the idea of a world beyond seemed absurd and incomprehensible. But Alric was anxious in his mission to awaken them. With great care and compassion, Alric chose to free one of the prisoners. He gently unshackled the man, turned him around, and guided him towards the cave's entrance. As the man stepped out into the brilliance of daylight, he was momentarily blinded by the overwhelming radiance of the sun. It took some time for his eyes to adjust, but slowly the beauty of the world outside began to reveal itself. Excitement and enlightenment filled with the newly freed prisoner's heart, and he hurried back to the cave to share his new-found knowledge with the others. However, the prisoners, trapped by their own beliefs, could not comprehend what he was saying. They believed he had gone mad and dismissed his words as the ramblings of a delusional mind. They clung to the familiarities of their illusions and had no desire to leave the comfort of the cave. Elric, disheartened by the resistance he encountered, made the difficult decision to leave the cave and continue his philosophical journey. As he roamed the world, he pondered the profound questions of reality, perception, and the challenges of enlightening those who were bound by their own beliefs. So, the Cave of Illusions stood as a powerful allegory, much inspired by Plato's Allegory of the Cave. It served as a timeless reminder for all of us to question our perceptions. We must always challenge our beliefs, our knowledge, and our experiences in order to understand the real world. This challenge may not appeal to many of people, even it helps us to understand the world more deeply. Otherwise, in order to understand oneself and the world, a person should always keep his eyes open and try to know different realities, which will open opportunities for our progress so that more enlightened and holistic approach can be adopted in our efforts. So here are some meaningful sayings. What we see may not be the reality. What we know may not be the truth. Always try to find a new viewpoint to the situation. Because sometimes we only hear and see what we want to until reality hits us. How do you like this summary of the book? Please comment and subscribe. Thank you. Stay blessed.